We have the latest named storm. This would be Tropical Storm Kristy. It's out in the eastern Pacific, moving away from shore, so no threats to land. But this system was actually somewhat the remnants of Nadine. We had Nadine make landfall as a tropical storm near Belize City out in Central America, became very disorganized, and then some of its remnants popped over into the eastern Pacific. Because a new center of circulation began to form, it wasn't the original low pressure, they decided to name this a different one, being Kristy and not Nadine. Kristy, the next name for the eastern Pacific. Kristy, though, honestly has some pretty good odds at developing 110 miles per hour. That is just shy of a Category 3 hurricane here. So clearly a lot of strengthening expected, but the movement is what is key here. Moving away from shore, no big threats for anybody, no threats to land, stated explicitly in the National Hurricane Center's public discussion. The overall forecast uncertainty is somewhat high, some disparity, whether how north and how south that center of low pressure is going to go. But again, that consensus is away from land and not near any kind of land, not even Hawaii, which is a little bit farther towards the north. So we'll watch things as it moves a little bit farther in the eastern Pacific and eventually maybe making it towards the western Pacific. But for this point in time, it's just the next storm on the long list of tropical systems we've seen this year.